EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us down under in the beachside city of Melbourne, Australia. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Nighthawks of Melbourne.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
2nd and 9.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check. Here we go. Street. Panther 60.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Down to about the 45.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Panther 11, down. 60 Eagles. 19 tight.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
For the field goal, a 44-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the 2nd half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
Looking to put a drive together.
Tag. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Come on, come on. Ready.
Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Come 19. Buffalo 18. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw here.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready?
And they'll go on the ground.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
15 yards on the play. First down.
Gain of 15. And the Falcon first down.
Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Warriors, Viking 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have struck first in this NFC title game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
24-yard line.
On the jump.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll look to throw here. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Ready, ready.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And man, he hits him in stride.
Loose inside the 30, inside the 10.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. 61 yards.
And the Nighthawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down and a yard.
Hurt. Bronco 80. Hey, check that. Street.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Check, bounce. Here we go. Hawk 70. Let's go.
And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Okay, break.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ready. Canter 11. 18 Cardinal. 16 average.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
19 Tiger. Dragon 60.
Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
60 bucks.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, ready?
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's good.
A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
60, 70,
He'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go, check. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 60, trap 60, trap 60. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throw out wide to Walker. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Third and 4.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Nike, 18.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19 tight. Down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That throw right sideline is complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Nighthawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Now.
2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Check contact. Check contact.
2nd and 6.
Ready.
Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have broken our tie. York now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Falcons 21, Nighthawks 14.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago. And we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And Walker has it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
15 yards. Brings up 4th down.
18, 5, 7, Russell leading.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18 cards, past the 60, past the 60. Ready.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and goal.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Hiking 18.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Catherine, 7 Pirates, 7 Warriors, 18 Rattlers.
They're going to look to throw.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
19 left, Buffalo 18.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
Second down and 3.
Viking 18. Let's go.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Nighthawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
An extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
The score, Falcons 28, Nighthawks 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at 7.
Ready? 19.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60. Cut 19. Cut 19. 79 Broncos. Check match. Check match.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit It's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He completes this to Walker.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Nighthawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the 4th quarter as the kick is away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
First down. A gain of 37 yards. First down, Atlanta.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros. All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, as they can take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a second time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
He finds his man complete. It's Walker. And he'll be out right at the 35. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw here on first down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Oh, an excellent tackle there as they keep him inbounds and hold him to no gain.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down.
Broncos. Dragon 60.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd
Now
and
2nd and 4.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Cowboy 8.
They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Come on, come on. Set. 65 catch, 65 catch, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go now.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
He'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Okay, ready? Warrior 70. Dragon 6. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hit ready.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the Magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year.
A good opening drive so far here in overtime, looking to put the pressure on with a touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Jalen Walker, his 2nd sack of the night.
At the 41-yard line.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on 2nd down here.
Back to throw.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted. Breaks through the contact. And the Falcons are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. With one team squandered opportunity, it's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
All they need is a field goal. Any kind of score here on this second drive would be a game winner. It's 1st and 10.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
The Falcons are Super Bowl bound. Time for us to sign off. Thanks for watching, and good night.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.